Welcome, everybody, to yet another riveting expulsion of fun from the Backwater Bastards
in space.
An expulsion of fun. I got there in the end.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Dick.
Yeah.
That's what. That's
okay.
out there.
Got a little sound effect for your thought there as well. Nice.
So listen, last episode was really extreme,
and
if
we
you
collected a lot of shit.
if
you guys
listen,
forced me to have to do a whole bunch of world building and thinking about where the hell we can go next. But
yeah, we did force
Yeah.
a couple things, and we now have an armada.
A little one.
I mean,
Small
yeah,
armada.
verging on an armada. I mean, there's a few ships in this, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
How many ships do you need to have an armada?
So you've got the Grey Dragon.
Yeah, no one's ever said or
You've got
have
the Grey
they.
Dragon.
Define it.
You've
Define
got
it
the
right
Plentiful
now.
Pantry. You've got the mercenaries ship. You've got the
Yep.
mercenaries transport ship. You've got your
Yep.
truck full of honey, and
Yep.
you've also got the 4 mercenary fighters.
Yep. Tay's got a rover as well and a
I
pterodactyl.
wasn't keeping
Yeah, I
track,
forgot.
but
I keep forgetting about him, and he's probably I've been calling him Jordan.
Because apparently Jordan's a fighter on some kind of death.
Yeah, but I
show
was
that you
thinking
watch.
about Michael Jordan.
I thought you were too, and I was like, what is this?
yeah, they
But
fight
I
over
was-
a ball.
story you mean?
Fight
I was
over and over.
imagining Michael Jordan like how an alien might.
Okay, cool.
And when she explained it, I thought it was pretty obvious that she'd accidentally seen a bit of vintage
Michael
basketball
Jordan.
and just
Cleo got on Reese's server and saw Space Jam.
I picked up exactly what you were putting down then. I just
Do your
I
dance,
was a bit confused
do your
about it.
chance at the Space Jam.
how
All right,
about
all right,
you
all
right.
fly?
And you've got leg lad, leg boy, leg lad.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Um,
Or you, I don't have him. You have him. Which one of us
well, I mean,
has him?
we don't has him. He's in his ship with his children, I guess.
All right,
You know.
we'll see.
But you've got allies, if not serfs, depending on how they view the contracts they signed with Herry.
That's a great point.
Yeah. Me and Trevor been getting along real well. That was good.
I don't know.
So, proper recap then.
Yes, come
The
on, give it to
bastards.
us.
They went to a space station in order to get Dr. Z a new body. A whole lot of stuff happened, but we don't need to worry too much about that. But what it really resulted in was the bastards saving almost the entirety of a clan of mercenaries,
Amazing.
Yeah.
enlisting their aid,
Round of applause.
Yeah.
while also obtaining a truckload of royal honey.
Which Tay and Evan somehow didn't understand was a different thing to
No,
the electric blue stuff that I'm now made out of.
It did take me a second to be like, oh, what has Dick done? But I totally get it now. So don't worry.
Okay.
And Dr. Z did manage to get a new body, so now he is the honey
Jelly
boy.
boy.
He's
Honey
living
boy.
inside this it's kind of like an electrified plastic, like a what do we call it? Like it's
Like hair gel.
yeah, I mean it's a sort of it's a amorphous gelatinous blob that can go as strong as steel when required. It can sort of reshape itself, and it's clunked into some rather high tech arms and legs as well, which he can use to still interface with technology and obviously protract his energy blades and guns as required.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. And it also
pretty cool.
conditions the stuff it is to be like a comfortable, livable environment for Dr. Z's jellyfish form to just float within.
So the important takeaway here is that it is now easier to insert objects into the liminal space of the gel.
Yeah, I guess I'm like a gelatinous cube, but in body form.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of easier, but it's also very easy for Dr. Z to then just fling it out again.
I kind of picture you walking through a city and
Picking up
seeing
trash as it just it gets inserted bit by bit, and eventually hey, what the hell is that? And shooting it out again.
Also that. Actually, I'm picturing 4 things, but I picture you walking through a city and seeing other aliens and seeing one and thinking ooh, that looks pretty cute, and starting to kind of look like them a little bit,
Or like a doppelganger type thing.
copying them. But I also see that thing that where you like tape stuff to somebody's back without them knowing about it over time, and you try to tape more and more stuff. That, but with like all kinds of stuff.
I mean, who knows what could get stuck in my body now? Anything.
Who knows? You're kind of like a bag of holding, because now you
I'm
can
a bag
like
of holding now.
you can also probably
yeah,
store.
because he's got quite a bit of mass. Like, he doesn't need all of it for the jellyfish livings. You could
Exactly.
jam all sorts of shit in there.
It's like The Sims. You could put furniture in there for yourself.
I could. Pack it down, stick it in me.
There's a lot of possibilities, and I guess we will
absorb
find
that.
out some of them as we go. Anyway, speaking about going home,
Yes.
the bastards, not only did they rescue a clan of mercenaries, but they also got a new powerful enemy, Chairwoman Goldie, or Chairperson Goldie. A very powerful enemy in Chairwoman Goldie. I mean, whether or not synthetics have a gender is probably entirely up to themselves anyway. Converging an actual armada, really, at their location.
Sorry about it.
The bastards did have to make a rather swift exit, and they decided they needed to go and refuel and repair at the nearest station, which just so happens to be New Terra,
Uh-oh, guys.
inside the human systems, which is almost a sister planet of Herodotus' home of Earth with a U.
I don't know why, but that really cracks me up.
Earth.
Earth.
So the bastards and the mercenaries, presumably, all jettisoned their way there, and their with their warp drives, warp coils, and arriving there. But
Yeah.
so it all goes by like, a little fast. The bastards arriving on board the Grey Dragon into New Terran airspace, and immediately they're hailed and called down into the customs port on the side of the planet that they've landed.
Uh-oh, guys. I've never been excited to go to immigration before till now.
I'm so excited. Check my passport.
This is the first time in my life. This is a 2020 first, because as immigrants, that's all of us, immigration's pretty scary and shitty. And it's definitely 10 out of 10 where you want to go if you want to be absolutely humiliated and dehumanized. If that's your kink, you can get it there every time.
Get it there. Just
if you want to be
Show up
made
with
to
the wrong
feel like
forms.
less than an actual entity, then that's
I've
where to go.
Done so much fucking immigration because like I'm in a touring band from and traveling around the EU as not an EU citizen. Like I am I'm a resident. I'm a resident of the United Kingdom, so I'm fine coming in here. But every other country I go, I'm like going through immigration, and it's it's usually alright, but like
it's usually bad for me. As an American married to a South African, it's
like
not great.
Switzerland's the worst. No. Switzerland is easily the worst because their
chips cost so much.
They're not in the EU, but they have sort of a deal with the EU. So like everyone else still like sort of breezes in fine. But then when I come, they're like, "What the fuck are you doing trying to come in here?
Who invited you? Not us." I think for me the worst actually was Canada.
You've come from the other side of the planet. It's like I'm coming in with these people. Like they're not fucking like sneaking me in the back door.
But have you ever been detained?
Nah.
I have. It's a fucking hoot. You get put in it happened to me in Gatwick because they don't have shit to do there. And they have a chip on their shoulder because Heathrow's like next door. So they feel like they got to really pull hard. And they have a glass box in the middle of the room where you stand in the line, and the glass box is in there. And it looks like the kind of like room where if you go to a pet store to get a puppy out, it looks like that, but glass. So they made me sit in there for 2 hours while everybody walked around me. And then I got questioned. So yeah, take from all of these really cool experiences to design a fun and exciting immigration experience for the bastards. Comedy from Pain, 2020.
Also, one story from me quickly. When I went through, when I was coming back from Israel, they don't stamp your passport in Israel because all of the countries around Israel don't like Israel, and so they just stamp a bit of paper on your way out. And then when you get to like, say, because we went through Dubai, you go in there and then they look at your passport and they see that you've got no stamps. So they're like, "So where have you come from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just traveling through."
The air.
And they know exactly where you've been, and they grill you, and they're like, because they just don't like Israel and whatnot. And you know, And that was my immigration story there.
That's scary. I hate.
I feel like,
I hate it.
If they're gonna not fucking give you a stamp, they need to fucking prep you with a lie to say. Otherwise, it's just so freaking obvious. It's like they might as well just stamp it.
We had to pretend to be married because they don't.
You can't.
Let you stay in the hotels if you're like just in a relationship.
What do you mean pretend? I travel with my marriage certificate now. I don't play. That's why we got married.
And then on top of that, they this is the first time it's happened. I got pulled up by a security guard because why not pull up me?
Why not?
And then 10 steps later, another guy pulled me up, and then 10 steps after that, another one. And I could see them waiting just down the line, just looking at me and then pulling me up again. I was like, and they just take all your stuff, throw it on the floor.
Yeah, bitch.
Look at it, and then just walk away. And you're like, oh, cool.
They did that to me in Germany, I think Frankfurt, and they dumped my purse out, and they were like, no, it was in Tegel, because you know how when you go to that
Tegel's
airport.
gone now. Yeah.
Good, because it's my least favorite airport in the world.
Like the doppelgangers in New Zealand.
Because each gate has security. So they have the time because there's one security system at every gate, and they dumped my shit out. And then I was like, oh no, we were coming back from South Africa, so I was smuggling biltong. Sorry, that's what I do. And I thought that I was like, she's going to take it from me. She's going to take it from me, and I'm going to give it to her because I'm not trying to, I know that I probably am not allowed to have this. But instead, she opened my mascara and then went, this is too much milliliter in a mascara, and then threw it into the trash and missed.
Wow.
And I just looked at her and I was like, whatever, bitch. So she probably picked it back up later and put it on herself. Whatever.
Yeah, well, Tegel's gone now because they opened up the Berlin airport, which has been delayed by 10 years.
That's been 100 years, hasn't it? They've been talking about it forever. My boss's girlfriend always likes to complain about it.
They've had to change the fire hydrants in there several times because fire safety laws have changed during the creation of this place. And then now it's open. But obviously COVID's here, so there's no traveling. And so now it's still a burden on taxpayers because it can't even be used. So anyway. Yeah.
Whoops.
One day. It's a long game. You're playing the long game with any of this.
This is going to be a really great game because, as you can tell, the bastards, every single one of us, has some immigration feelings.
So anyway.
So let's go. Immigrant power.
Your motley, and as you pull in, you do see that you've all warped to the same location. So,
excellent.
Yeah, because you ain't going nowhere else. They make
Dan,
sure.
do you remember which of the three of you was piloting the truck?
That was H.
It was H. Good. So,
yes.
this is an easy way to not have to have him vocalizing. Great. So, the two of you aboard the Grey Dragon, Herodotus piloting the truck of royal honey, as befits his noble station.
Yes.
And then the two ships as well of the mercenaries, their battleship looking rather worse for wear, as it was, a light sneeze away from becoming
space dust.
Yeah, space dust. But still alive for now. All four ships have all warped into the same location, and you're all pulled into the same port.
I'm calling it that no matter what.
Yeah, it's an armada.
You can't stop us.
Yeah.
The armada.
You should have defined what
We've
an armada
already
number
spray
would have
painted
been.
it on the side like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the danger cart. The armada.
The armada.
By the time the two of you, you've got to wait as each ship, one by one, is brought in and sort of
What's that?
brought into
You've
a
gotta
designated.
wait?
You got to wait.
That never happens in immigration.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wait for the planes to land. Sometimes your plane circles while one plane lands.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you're
Never
flying
heard of that.
Orion,
It's pretty
because
weird.
they don't put in enough gas to circle. So they always land on time. They come in like, we're coming in hot. This is Air Ryan. Ryan Air. You can't make us wait. We don't have enough gas.
That's fucked up because it's
they
true.
They literally do that shit.
That's brilliant.
Love that. Shout out.
But yes, they call
Ryan.
the ships in one by one. And by the time the two of you manage to land the Grey Dragon, you can see Herodotus running off ahead. You can see he's sort of like, he's animatedly talking to some random officials. They look sort of like military men, gesticulating backwards towards you and the mercenary band, who from this point on I'm going to refer to as Clan Zarg, because that's who they are.
The Herodotus. That's what Harry's calling them.
Yeah.
Well, I think the Herodotus is a larger unit, including the two of you as well. as far as Herodotus is concerned, at least.
Exactly, yeah, as far as he's concerned.
I guess
probably.
so. I mean, I don't think that we were ever going to be consulted on that because the world is his oyster.
Well, we also call him Harry, and he doesn't want it to be called Harry, so I guess that's him getting us back.
Deep down, I think he wanted it.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it anyway.
Clan Zarg, they're really rowdy now. They've done all their tearful reunions, and there's about 19 of them. In fact, when you do a head count, you can see that there's exactly 19 of them.
Wow. Okay.
And they're a rowdy bunch. They're sort of like, they're kind of blocking your way to Herodotus. You can't quite hear what he's saying, but it looks as though he's sort of saying something about like, yeah, yes, they're all with me, of course.
Okay.
And he's wandering off ahead as trapped behind this rabble, the Clan Zarg. And they're all humans, but they're all, they're sort of a ragtag bunch. They've all got really mismatched equipment and so on. All the ones who were recently prisoners sort of wearing just these sort of grey jumpsuits, but the mercenaries have got all their armoured gear.
Starting to feel a little nervous, because I'm noticing how they all obviously are from this type of system, and we maybe aren't. So you got your passport?
Yeah, we're looking ahead. There's humans this way, and then there's non-humans this way. We're like, well, I guess we're going this way.
I know a little something about the other line. It's the one I'm always in.
Yeah, so I guess, Cleo, the wonders of human bureaucracy. I guess we're off to the longer lines with the fewer staff.
Well, it looked that way, don't it? It looked that way.
You hear Herodotus sort of say something about like seeing you at the other side as he just like wanders up through the
that's what they say
and
too.
He's
that is
literally
what they
a citizen.
Say.
He goes all the way to like there's a queue on the far left.
Right.
Well, there isn't a queue. There's an opening on the far left where he waltzes straight up to immigration.
Someone hands him a beer, gives him a little birthday present,
smoking a
pat on the
pancake,
back.
baby.
Yeah.
This is definitely feeling a bit real. And I'm going to go to the exact opposite line from that to the point where I can't even see Harry anymore.
Engage Q mode.
There's less air conditioning on this side of the room.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the entire climate has changed. It's real hot over here.
Yeah.
And the line is extremely long. There's a lot of characters in it. Obviously, the party is actually over here. There are people that didn't even bring suitcases. They just brought refrigerator boxes wrapped in saran wrap. You don't know what's in there. Neither do the people in customs. That's probably why the line is still this long. And here's us, feeling like shit.
I look to Cleo and look at the line and you know how there are the dividers in between each part of the queue?
Oh, yeah.
And then sometimes if the queue is, a certain part, you can like go under the dividers rather than walking all up and down. And so I pull up a divider and say, come on then, Cleo. And so have a little cheeky shortcut through here and can definitely connect eyes with the people that we're kind of cutting in front of as
Cleo's gonna do that, but she's pretty big.
So anyways, as Herodotus vanishes off, like he is by the time this is happening, he has already made it through. He literally he showed them some little digital passport and he's gone. The Clan Zarg, they've had to go through like sort of the expat line, the line of the colonies. So they're all sort of still queued up, but their queue still seems much shorter and much better manned.
The Commonwealth line.
Yeah. But you guys on the other hand.
Oh shit, we didn't. So you told us before the game that we had to worry about Cleo because the species of
she is literally a hated species in most civilized places, which hasn't come up much. But
okay, I want to Cleo. Word of warning here: you are on the hated species list, thanks to your race being slavers and whatnot. Well, the Ursines, they are notorious slavers. And
oh no, I forgot. Yes. Sometimes I don't remember that I'm
we
need
to figure that out before we get
hell.
up there.
Hell, Z, what are we gonna do?
So meanwhile, behind you, a gaggle, like a whole family of these tall, slender, kind of pink, kind of like humanoid bird, kind of like human flamingo kind of critters. They've all gathered in behind you, and they're all squawking up a storm. You can see they're all taking selfies of one another and just sort of cackling.
Tourists.
And directly ahead of you, there's a very, very wide alien. It's only about sort of like 4.5 foot tall, but then about 5 foot wide, and it's just this lumbering kind of wad of flesh.
Well, it's good that we're hiding behind them. I do have an idea, Cleo, unless you have any thoughts on
Dr. Z. I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a little nervous. I'm feeling it.
Do you have your last jelly capsule?
Well, yeah, but I do, but
do you also have like a straw or something?
Straw? Well, wait, I usually carry a straw because I know that you love sauce, and I try to think of you. I do. I mean, me and you, we're best friends, and I try real hard to think about you every time that I go to the shop, every time that I pick up something to keep into my packet, my bucket, my containers.
Are you saying that you have sauce on you right now?
I mean, I do. It's not the newest sauce.
Right. Well, I'll take the sauce now because I'm thinking we pop you into this jelly capsule, and then you and I are both jelly people.
Oh no! You know what? I could give a straw to that.
Yes.
I could give a straw to that. Now, but you know what's going to have to happen is like we're going to have to like arrange ourselves. Like, have you ever been like out a lake or a hot spring and you like have to change, and so you have to get somebody to like stand in front of you with like a towel and be like, just stand while I do it and then I'll do it for you. You're going to have to get like in front of me so that I can jelly myself.
Yeah. I'll stretch my body out wide.
Yeah.
You can sort of like just stretch it out like a freaking canvas or something. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I stretch out and
it's transparent.
and try and,
well,
but
it's something.
Just something.
It's something.
I'll tell Cleo it's not.
Obscure vaguely what's going on.
Don't worry, Cleo. They can't see you from the other side. It's only a one-way thing.
Well,
the Emperor's clothes type move,
Great. That's really, that's fine. That's like, okay, I'm going to get my jelly cap out. I do have one left. Like in my bag, in my inventory, I currently only have one jelly cap. And it's obviously going to a really good cause, and that cause is fighting the man and dismantling immigration. So I'm absolutely going to use it for that. I do also have a straw, and I also have that sauce that you ordered, which I'm going to kind of like scoop out. It's sort of in like a piece of saran wrap. And it's not
like a little pouch.
kind of like a dime bag of sauce, but with saran
wrap.
Make
it sound more appealing as you describe it.
That really upsets me so much. Like,
it does.
It's the last thing I would ever want to be handed.
Well,
only way that could be worse is if it was like, like snot or something in it. Like, I don't know.
Well, it is warm because I've been like wearing it. Maybe you like it better that way though, because Dr. Z likes to eat this kind of stuff.
Pop it into the jelly.
Yeah, like, listen, hey, Dr. Z, look, now, I'm pretty sure this one's chili mayo.
Right, well.
I know that's your favorite. But all you really got to do is you just with one of your talons. One time I saw you do a talon. I don't know if you got that still, but you just do like a little talon or like one of your beaks. I know you got a beak up in there somewhere. I watched that on the Reese showed me a program about that. But like just do your little talon to it and you could probably siphon it out. I'm gonna drop it for you.
Very much appreciated.
It's warm. Now, like how you like it.
Once Cleo is inside the jelly capsule, she's been in one before, so she kind of knows she's going to be only kind of partially mobile. She can sort of like jiggle it and kind of get it places. But she certainly won't be able to talk, and she won't be able to make any sort of useful motions. Like, best case scenario, she can just sort of like zorb it and jiggle it, over the line.
The story is, Cleo, we are both gelatinous beings who have absorbed these other absorbed your current body in my jelly body, and we have taken over their
slowly feeding on them or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I've jellied
No,
myself.
these things are completely brain dead. We're just feeding upon their essential organs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I hate them as well.
All right, this is gonna work.
Now Cleo is a human woman inside a male bear inside a jelly capsule, pretending to be a jelly consciousness.
Yeah.
Good.
You got that, guys?
Yeah.
All right, so
How
you're
many-
just
how
gonna
much more can you get?
like explode it on yourself. Yeah, just like bang.
Yeah. I that's the only way they work. So
I can't think of any other way.
let's see.
I mean, I don't think I need to have you roll for that. It's kind of impossible. Even if you drop it on the ground at your feet, it's just gonna jelly you anyway.
Yeah. I'm definitely imagining it as like am I completely in it or are my feet out?
Well, the way it works is it just goes and like expands and
Yeah.
envelops whatever's in the vicinity. So initially you're going to be completely trapped in it and like unable to move a muscle,
Wait,
and then it slowly
like a
it
Zorb?
slowly softens and degrades so that you can get out of it. You know, you'll just have to not get all the way out of it, like not let it rip apart, because it kind of starts disintegrating
so I
and
should
losing.
stay all the way inside it.
Maybe, yeah.
Is it like a hamster ball?
I mean,
you know
I
what I'm
imagine
talking
you
about?
can kind of like jiggle it a bit like a hamster ball, but
But like, am I like walking and the ball is like revolving?
oh no. You would roll with it.
Oh no. So I am truly shuffling.
And possibly relying on Dr. Z to sort of like steady your aim a little bit so you don't like roll off away from the queue.
All right, it's too late. I'm in it.
Yeah, let's do
I'm
it.
in it, baby. I'm a
All
jelly.
right, so it's a little bit of a bang and a flash, a bit of a kerfuffle. The flamingos behind you don't seem to even notice. They're caught up and they're going on like, looks like a little bit like it might a stag do or a hen party.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah, they're too caught up in their own shit. You can see that they're all like drinking something, out of very, very long straws and just sort of like, taking photos of one another and laughing and cackling. Up ahead, however, the big wide thing catches a fair bit of the jelly explosion, just sort of slapping it on the back. And then it sort of slowly peels off with Cleo encapsulated within it. And the thing sort of it looks around. It can only turn its head about 20% of the way, so it can't even really see you, but then you can see it's got like a big bulbous eye. It's got sort of toad eyes on the sides of its head, and its eye looks around, just getting Cleo in its periphery, and it's like, what are you doing back there?
Am I able to look intimidating?
Right now, you just look frozen because the jelly is at its hardest right now. It's at its like protect you from 1,000-foot drop levels of bounciness.
Oh
so,
no, it's like ballistics gel now.
yeah, like even if you like wiggle your finger, it just sort of bounces straight back to where it was. So at the moment, you actually do look like a dead bear suspended in jelly.
Okay, well
don't
I'm not
mind
gonna
us,
do anything.
We're sir, you, madam. I'm not too sure. Don't mind us. We just got a bit of a scare from them flamingos.
Keep your sticky jelly to yourselves.
We will try.
Rude?
Try harder.
Yes, and you enjoy yourself there. We've got a lot of time left in this.
You're telling me how long is this damn queue gonna last?
Is your name Brian Blessed by any chance?
We live in this queue now.
My name is Flagon 10.
Alright, Flagon 10, Dr. Z here, and here is the collective jelly consciousness known as Cleo. The bear is some other name, not
Stay off my back.
duly noted.
I'm just gonna do my thing and keep being there.
Yeah.
So as the queue slowly moves forward, Cleo's jelly does begin to sort of lose its solidness and turns into the more like sort of gacky hair gel kind of stuff that you can rip yourself out of. But I guess instead of ripping herself out of it, Cleo just sort of starts to shuffle and wobble it,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay all the way
breathing
in
through a
it.
little drinking straw.
Yep. Yep. That's not suspect at all. Immigration's gonna love that.
it's gonna be fine.
That's what you have to tell yourself when you're waiting in an immigration line at border control. You just have to keep saying, it's probably going to be fine. They're probably not going to put me in a prison somewhere that nobody knows I'm at. Or
they're barely even going to look.
They're barely even going to look. You just gotta gamble. You gotta hope that you got the best person.
So it takes time. You're waiting more than an hour. You're waiting a couple of hours in this queue. It's inching its way forward. The flamingos behind you do not really get any less annoying. They stop being excited and happy and start being just, like screechy and annoyed at the fact that they have to wait so long now.
Sad. That's how I like it.
There's one of them that sort of keeps just like trying to peek past you and see how long the queue is. Every now and then, like if Cleo's wobbling her little body too slowly, they sort of look as though they're just about to sort of try and dart ahead and get ahead of you because they're like thinking, fill in the gaps. But
fuck around and find out.
You're gonna blow this thing before you even get to the counter. It's by picking a fight
I'll take
with
you
the
with me.
flamingos.
You'll become part of this consciousness. There's room.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make
Grab
good
them by
decisions.
the scrawny neck and pull them in.
Make good decisions, people. Make good decisions.
But finally, the wide toad-like creature ahead of you squeezes their way through between the counters and out of immigration, and the two of you shuffle up to the desk. It's a kiosk. It's a very shiny, nice blue and silver kiosk. Sort of got a semicircular desk, and standing behind it is a very proper-looking military human, perfect little pencil moustache, very severe hair.
Okay.
And not nearly as many badges as Herodotus, but standing there with a little holographic terminal in front of him.
Ah, hello. What amazing royal hair you have there. That must be the pride of the empire.
Yes, thank you very much. Right, documents. I need your digital passports and your visas, of course.
So, as you can tell, this is us. We are one being. Here is the documents. We are a jelly consciousness. We've fucking hell.
I see here.
This is almost the biggest lie I've ever told in immigration.
Zafrey, was it? That's
yes.
Both of your name.
This is both of us. Yes, we are one.
Now let me just.
Bit confusing, I'm sure.
Let me scan this thing in. We'll start sim. He holds up a little. It's like a little laser pointer and just sort of zaps your little digital passport, bringing up all the information on the screen in front of him. He's like, right then, Zafrey. Seems to me here you've been a very busy jelly consciousness. You've been all over the place.
Yes, we get around.
Tell me.
Us, two of us.
This time here spent in mid-space. You understand this is a non-sanctioned colony.
Yes, we were there on business.
Well, that's even worse.
Well, I was
Papers.
Finishing business.
I need to see tax documents for all business that you have completed in mid-space.
Oh, I hate it when they want that.
All right.
Hey, buddy, you know what?
Quickly...
We don't believe in currency, okay? Seize the means of production and all that.
Yeah, can I quickly hack something maybe together, or do I actually have documents?
No, because like mid-space is a total tax haven. You haven't paid a cent of tax there.
Okay.
Great.
I'll quickly hack something together then, I guess.
What are you gonna?
Do I have any way of doing that?
Create? I mean, you can literally just like make fake documents on your device. Yeah.
But does he have to roll for that or no?
Yeah, you definitely have to roll for that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'll roll
dexterity.
I'll roll a document that like has it say that Cleo and I are one and the same jelly consciousness.
Yeah, I'm just another thing that you ate.
Apparently, now I'm the one who's eating.
Yep.
You.
Well, you're basically your entire gambit at this point, because he's already scanned your real passport, is that that he doesn't know what an Atola Medusa is, and he's just going to assume that your species actually is this sort of this big jelly consciousness.
I'm into that. That's a 14 though.
So, but you're making like a sort of a document, like pretending you had sort of innocuous business on midspace.
Yeah. This is just my business docs, my tax records, or whatever the financial records, I guess.
Right, yes, I see here. Yes, a very successful venture. And you're taking the money to a bank on a Terran system then, yes?
How much did you tell him?
What?
Yeah, I'll be consciously talking with telepathically talking with Cleo. Cleo, do you know of any banks here?
What's a bank?
It's like a place where they keep the money.
Oh, you mean like a bag?
Yes.
Put extra letter in.
I don't know. I think you mean like if you're a team, maybe you got a box.
Big box bank. Yes, we're going to go for the big box bank. You aware of the
one that he uses if he's got a recommendation.
Yes. Do you have a bank that you use? Any recommendations? Maybe a reference code for you, perhaps.
Like a coupon. A coupon.
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, I think I've got something here. Oh yes.
Punch card.
And he pulls out a little, it's like a little sort of little ring, little chip. And when you tap a button on the side of it, it projects out a flyer that says that you get a free toaster if you open up an account of 400 credits or more at the new Terran bank.
Dan will do anything for a new appliance. Look at him.
Yeah. I'll just push it in then. And
well, that's the point. Like the big ass bag of credits. The big briefcase of credits. Are you guys taking it with you or leaving it on the ship?
I mean, I've got my credits in my body.
But there's like the big bag that you just recently got.
Well, since we haven't mentioned it, I guess it's on the ship.
It was on the transport ship, so Herodotus.
Well, because Herodotus had it, because I was holding it, and then he didn't love that.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that with Herodotus. Let's say Herodotus is like, he's just walked through, he's literally carrying all the money, so that, it's relatively,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
He's got
I'm
much better
carrying
chance
a lot of
getting
stuff that they're not going to love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cleo did split a bunch of it.
I mean,
so we have
I definitely
some credits,
didn't empty out liquids over 25 milliliters and etc. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, customs might be a whole nother bloody deal because, like,
it might be the moment that we all were not waiting for.
It's going to be the slowest episode we have ever recorded in 3 years.
It should be, because that is a bigger lesson about how stupid immigration is. And if you work there, I hope you're listening. Fix your shit.
I mean, I really think that that's what people want to hear.
Sorry if you're an innocent cog in the machine.
Entire episode of bureaucracy.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Right. Well, I can tick some very favorable boxes right here already because you are such esteemed business entity.
He just wants that referral to go
and
through.
And because you are going to be keeping and spending this money within the Terran Empire, this is very favorable. Right.
Yes.
Visas then. You have your visa, surely. You haven't stood in this line waiting all this time without one. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. Whoa.
I reach out a hand to touch him and say, "Of course, my good man. We have our visa right here." And then I'm going to do a mind hack.
Yeah, I mean, you literally gonna feed the jelly all the way over to him, the jellyfish all the way over to him, so you can get on him and mind hack him, or are you just gonna?
Yeah, I'm going to touch his hand with the jelly body and then swim through the jelly of the hand and then zap him with a tentacle.
So as you reaching to touch him, he's like, "Oh, good sir, I must insist that you," and let's just get you to roll for it. I'll finish that thought whether or not it gets interrupted, depending on whether or not it gets
telepathy,
interrupted.
Is it?
So it's a hacking roll and a telepathy roll.
Oh, okay.
It's a dirty 20 on the telepathy and a 15 on the hacking.
It looks like we're getting into new Terra, everybody. Sounds like a visa just got made in record time.
Damn likely. Unless I'm rolling a natural 20. No, I rolled a 3.
What a shame.
All right, you sort of get in and you're able to eject out of your jelly body and latch onto this poor fellow's face, immediately gaining full access to his brain and being. Are you just gonna do just stamp the passport and just send you guys through, or?
Stamp the passport and then also take his...
Can you get him to upgrade us to diplomatic visas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
All right, well, because you have full-on mind-hacked him, you've got immediate access to his skills and abilities. So, it's very easy for you to piloting his little human fingers, to pop through his little screen, and literally just drag and drop, just grant these diplomatic visas onto your passport, and you're able to give it to yourself for 10 years.
Ball so hard, immigration want to find me.
Where are you going to say that you're a diplomat from?
Can't be mid-space because then they'll know we're criminalia.
I will. Can I find Cleo's planet? And even though she's a hated species, if I can give her a diplomatic passport, then Cleo can just be herself with diplomatic immunity.
Good idea. So you get Cleo's passport in as well, and.
But is it my planet or the Ursine's planet?
The Ursine's planet. So you'll still be a hated species, but you'll be a diplomat from your planet.
Okay, so the Ursine is from Urs.
Urs, yeah.
Not
to
Earth.
be confused with Earth.
All right.
It's very
The
awkward
Urs.
when you've got a lisp.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be from there if you do, I guess.
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for Cleo, so that as soon as we're done with this queue, we can ditch this cumbersome jelly thing. And then Cleo can be herself again without having to pretend to be.
Slick. Look at what a natural 20 can buy you.
And that was a
But
dirty
he's very
20,
much
but
playing
yeah.
to his strength.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take
and
it.
As for me, I don't know. I think I'll just put a stamp of approval on whatever I need for myself.
Just like some random fucking
Like a
visa.
pre-check.
It's like
I'm not worried about myself, but I'll grab something that
First
lets
class.
Cleo through.
diplomatic immunity as well, as long as no one looks too closely at it.
And free passage for the lounge. Which I can't describe to you because I ain't never been allowed in one.
So you've already passed the role. So with this fellow, his name is Henry, by the way. You now have that knowledge.
Thank you very much, Henry.
You drag and drop these digital stamps onto your passports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna sort of leave him with like a little bit of a little mind blank, so he doesn't sort of realize quite what's happened. He's just sort of left there to deal with the flamingos.
A feeling of nothingness.
Yeah. I'll
It's like in
that's a good
Pokemon
idea,
when
yeah.
you do a move and it doesn't work, so it just says, nothing happened.
Sort of erase all memory of you guys coming up to him, basically. So it's just like, he dealt with one customer and then he's dealing with the next customer.
Ooh, but we might need the alibi.
I'll leave the memory of the conversation about the bank.
Yeah. Those upstanding folks.
As I let go, I'll be like,
I'll definitely be checking out that bank account then, and thank you so much for getting us through here, Speedy. You have no idea how long that queue
He's
was.
like, yeah, I do know how long it was. I made it that long because I hate y'all.
yeah.
He's wiping his face because there's quite a bit of jellyfish gunk left on it. He's sort of like blinking and looking about and looking down at the monitor where he sees that you guys have got your visas and everything's passed on them, and he's sort of like looking up again and a bit confused because he's not quite sure what just happened. He's like, gosh, and Earth. I never realized we were making treaties so far, but it was for the benefit of the galaxy. I'm sure. Well, don't let me keep you, please. And next time you can go through the diplomat's entrance. You don't have to stand in this queue. Don't be ridiculous. Anyhow, yes, on you go. Be sure to use the diplomatic entrance when you go through customs.
I like it.
Yes, if you could have them send us a cart as well, someone to carry us the rest of the way. Our legs are very tired.
Yes, I see what I can do. Oh yes, there's Boris, get over here. Yes, that's a good lad. Boris, take this entity. All right. Yeah, you're still the entity, aren't you? You're gonna free
as far as
Cleo
he
at the
knows.
other end. Take this entity to customs, would you? There's a good fellow. Yes, yes, that's Boris. None too bright, but he's very entertaining.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So Boris pulls up, allowing you to sort of roll Cleo onto the cart. It's sort of like a little, almost like a those little granny scooters, but with a sofa on the back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
like those
lovely.
golf carts at Heathrow.
Yeah. And it's got sort of like a parasol above.
Oh, yes, baby. Yes.
Boris, could you take us to one of the nearest bathrooms? We need to freshen
I
up a
was
little
thinking,
bit.
like,
Certainly, sir. Let me just get you there.
And
Okay, Boris.
Boris is like down. Boris is here to party.
Yeah.
Certainly, sir.
The new voice. 3 years of playing D&D or like tabletop RPGs, and now we get a new
We
voice.
have unlocked it. We've unlocked a voice.
I'm kind of imagining, so like where Herodotus is from, they're all sort of very like these sort of stuffy upper class British, whereas like on New Terra, they're sort of more like a bit more of a cosmopolitan, modern, posh kind of bunch.
So we're in...
Because they're these sort of sister planets. You've got the really sort of like traditionalist, staunch Imperials from Earth, and then New Terra is a bit
we're
more...
in Australia. Or Canada.
I don't even know. But Boris drives you along, and there's a bathroom facility, a very confusing, like let's make this as accessible for as many different species as possible.
This is like the first time I went to an airport bathroom and saw a squat toilet, and I was like, well, here we go.
Oh yeah.
When in Rome.
Let's try it out.
All right, let's get in this bathroom, Cleo.
Be
right back,
after
Boris.
I finish getting stuck in the doorway, I'm gonna get in there, and
I'll push Cleo in.
Rolling.
just gonna get myself to the...
So you get in, and there's sinks of various heights. There's also sort of shower stations where, depending on the way your species functions, you can just sort of like hose yourself off and then press a button to dry.
I'm not gonna go to that. We're in here.
And then there's multiple stalls, and then some, there's a very sort of squat toilet-like kind of devices of, again, various sizes.
We're just gonna stand in the bathroom proper. Have at it. Have at it.
All right, so it is bustling of various
that's
peoples.
all right.
But they're all like dragging their suitcases and cradling their refrigerators wrapped in plastic
Is there
wrap
a bathroom stall
and
big
so on,
enough
so-
for us?
We go to one of the family ones.
We are a family.
I mean, you got
go to one with like a diaper changer.
There'd be like people like attending like clutches of eggs and all sorts of stuff going on. So they do need these facilities.
Yeah, well, let's get to it.
Pick one out, Dr. Z. I still can't talk, right?
I'll grab the nearest thing and just turn it on.
Pick one of these big ones, and we just help me, just energy blade me out of this. I'll poke a hole, but
I mean, at this point, it is disintegrating. Like the air is slowly it's pulling apart its integrity. It's on the verge of sort of collapsing off you anyway.
Ew, gross. Okay, I'm gonna start breaking it open. Just help. Just get the back. Can you just get the back? Oh, watch out. Watch out.
Is it too cold? Too cold there, Cleo?
Hosing her down.
You're gonna burn my neck.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let me turn it.
You're gonna burn my
I'll
neck.
put the cold on.
So as soon as you start hosing it, the water just kind of melts through the jelly in sections, creating sort of craters and cracks as hunks of it are just sort of flopping off onto the floor and sort of vanishing down into the drains.
That's it, Cleo. Let's not stop there. Let's keep going. Just to give you the first good wash in a while.
I'm gonna the rest of it that comes off in one big piece at the bottom, I'm just gonna kick that in the corner and leave it.
Just a big wad of sort of nasty sort of
big wad of jelly. I'm just leaving it.
Very
it's not gonna go down the
smelling,
drain.
just ugh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, with a little hint of musk.
A few bear hairs stuck in it.
Some real wild smells.
Cleo, are you back? Are you back then?
Oh man, that was a feeling. I tell you, that was a feeling. I mean, I was realizing how small a straw is the thing, but
Well, welcome, Your Majesty, or should I say, diplomat of Earth.
yeah, I just recently accepted the ambassadorship here, and I plan on doing a lot of changes. I might install a vending machine in the in the place where I come from, and every Friday we'll do a pizza day, and that's about it. That's really it.
Wonderful plans.
That's my agenda, to save my planet and to unite our peoples.
Excellent. Well, I must push on. We have more meetings to go to, and I'll be now your PA.
That was something. That was something, Z.
All right, so I guess the two of you can sort of walk your way out of the facilities to rejoin Boris. But in the meantime, why don't we take a short break and have a word from our sponsors?
can't believe when you said you were going to do like a bureaucratic episode, you really meant it. We've been, an hour and a half, and we've just gotten through the first custom.
Immigration with like very, very little issue. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to do like a full-on...
You don't just go through immigration.
It's different. It's good.
Go through immigration.
No. It just kind of struck me like, like on a world building sort of platform, we've only been to like sort of like real pirate systems, like these places that like bands of outlaws.
And now we get to feel
recently.
The full weight of...
Like before Herodotus, there's no way I would have like made like the human empire be like this. But like after having like Herodotus as a player, like it's like they are definitely.
But there's
like
other
this,
humans
like,
because like Cleo's humanoid
for sure.
following, I picture them really different because they were separated from this. I mean,
cowboys,
it's kind of.
Yeah, she's literally from a planet that orbits a star right on the edge of human space, and like every 6 years or so, it comes back into
so
human
it's kind of like they were
while.
people who maybe were like going out for whatever reason.
Cute.
Like maybe they were settlers, or maybe they were on a job, or maybe they were lost.
Mormons?
I hope not, because that part got lost over time, because Cleo's definitely not Mormon. The swears are a bit too plentiful. And she ain't wearing silk underends, I'll tell you that right now. She ain't wearing any, but
maybe on the calendar, maybe on the Cleo calendar.
But I mean, like, these people got detached, and just like in real life, things thrived, and now you got all this other shit.
Well, I like to think like the further you get away from the sort of the seat of imperial power, sort of the more flavor you get, the sort of more like sort of wildly different human community. Because you've got, I mean, not only have you got all the different societies and cultures on this one planet, you've got like a dozen other planets as well.
This is definitely close to Harry's planet for sure. You can tell.
Yeah.
They ain't got immigration like this on my planet. Tell you what.
Tegel Airport.
So yes, I guess you can rejoin Boris and he can drive you the rest of the way to customs.
Yeah, what does he think about my new look? Hey, Boris.
He's sort of like, he's frowning and sort of scratching his head as he sort of looks at the two of you come out, as though he's absolutely certain that something was different before when you went in, but he can't quite put his finger on it.
Dang, something's different. Maybe it's, the jelly.
Don't worry, Boris, it's Maybelline.
Ooh, just you know how it is. You know how it is when after a long journey, you just gotta wash it off. Just gotta wash off that road off yourself.
I love my job.
All right, I like it.
Are you all right there, Boris?
Boris, you're a hell of a guy. Wow.
That's all fine. Well, let me get you through the next gate then, shall I?
Hell yeah, Boris. Godspeed. Go on, boy.
Is there some type of diplomatic gate we can be rushed through? We've got some very urgent meetings, very pressing business after this.
Certainly.
And he stomps on the gas and this little thing starts skidding around. There's various people tottering along with their suitcases, pulling their children out of the way as you rush off down the corridor.
Faster than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking competition. I just like that he just laughed.
Yeah, what was that about?
I was not ready for that, and it was the chaos enfolded neatly within really spoke to me. So I'm like
for way too long.
Like, I'm about to be like, Boris, we have diplomat passports. Just come with us. Leave all this behind. Dick's like, please don't do that.
Oh yeah, he's got a job. He loves this. He loves his job.
That voice isn't going to be easy to do every week.
No, I've already forgotten how to do it properly. It's got like a lisp and it's high pitch and it's got like fucking like a crackly vocal fry all going at once. It's too fucking much.
Thank God it's on tape.
While I'm also trying to do a goddamn British accent on top of it, and it's a struggle.
I like it. I'm feeling it.
But Boris, he skids you up. He actually does like a sort of a skidding, sort of almost like a parallel park, boom, right up by the gate.
Well, there you go, diplomats.
Lovely work, Boris. Excellent stuff. And I'll
Boris,
tip
you are
Boris.
You are an asset to your country.
He was already holding his hand out rather expectantly for the tip.
Oh.
One of the best humans we've ever come across.
I'm gonna give him a tomato.
Yeah, and I'll give him a that sauce packet that Cleo gave me,
The dime
the dime bag of sauce, and a few credits as well.
Oh, right.
Whatever is equivalent of what you meant to tip for credits.
You wanted money.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, hold on a minute here. Hold on. Cleo's
Well,
gonna rummage.
I think the appropriate amount would be sort of somewhere in the vicinity of like 3 to 5 credits.
Cleo's gonna rummage a little bit. But here's the thing. The last money that she had was kind of like super high denomination millionaire money in like a huge case. So I'm going to give him something that isn't ridiculous, but it's definitely way too high because I don't got change. I'm too flush.
Diplomat
You know what
money.
I mean?
Oh,
Diplomat money.
Well, so you take like 10 credits or so off, like
Nah, more than that.
more than that.
If
We're
I'm
ta-
being honest.
We're talking like a gesture. So we're like what, like 50 credits?
More than that.
120 credits?
Yeah. I like
He's,
him a lot.
he's gonna be eating well tonight.
I'm gonna wink at him too.
Cleo's buying him into another episode with that type of money.
Oh no! It might be that I've done that.
Well, yeah, take that off the character sheet then. All right, that's fair.
yeah.
He's sort of looking wild at it. He's like his face was sort of like falling and getting confused as the tomato and the sauce packet on there. But then suddenly he's just handed like a fat stack of credits, and he's like looking down at them, looking up at you. He's like,
Thank you very much, diplomat.
Remember me the next time I come through town now, Boris, okay?
Of course, in anything you need. I only work here 9 hours a day. The rest of the time, I can give you a ride in the city. It would be fine with me.
You got a card, Boris?
Oh, yes.
and he pulls out a sort of rag. It's the same sort of little ring that the flyer is on, but
I'm linking this up.
It's looking kind of like it's bent in half. And when you push the button on it,
now.
you get like a really like a warped and distorted and kind of granulated kind of business card kind of thing. And apparently he does like some sort of performance, like he's possibly like a DJ or something for children's parties.
Oh shit. Okay.
Weird.
It's hard to kind of understand what the business card is really on about, but there's pictures of balloons and things, so you get the impression it's for parties.
Do we get that impression? Do we know about balloons? Yeah, we do. Begamans.
Yeah, balloons.
I was about to take that somewhere weird,
Yeah.
but you're right. We've been to Begamans. I'll accept it. Oh, do you work at Begamans? You been to Begamans? Boris, you been to Begamans?
Never.
He been to Begamans. Look at him.
I did send them my CV.
Oh man. Oh, it's a hard market out there. It's this economy. See, this economy. I tell you, is bad. It's bad. It's bad on my planet.
They only hire the best there, Boris. But I'm sure you'll be getting in one year.
Boris, Zeal put a word in for you with his diplomat.
We'll put a word in for you, diplomatic
we'll
style.
diplomacy you in there, boy.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna pick up another people. Call me anytime. Anytime is fine.
All right, get on with your bad self,
And
Boris.
as you sort of get off the thing, he immediately just takes off full speed, skidding away, almost crashing into the gaggle of flamingos who have made their way sort of noisily up behind you.
Those are people having a good time in immigration, and I can't stand for it.
Yeah.
But luckily for you, as you enter the diplomatic line for customs,
Oh, right, we're not done. Cool.
and it sort of seems to be like VIP diplomats and colonies, this line. They take off into the alien line off and join a long queue, whereas you guys can see there's just like meters and meters of empty ribbon zigzags. What do you call that? Those sorts of queues?
Stanchions. Well, the things are stanchions, but I don't know. I guess it is just a queue.
There's only a couple of people up the head of the queue, and they already sort of seem to be like making their way. There's 2 conveyor belts at the end of this queue, both of them people laying all their stuff out. There's like some people just in the sort of like normal gear with like suitcases and stuff, but there's also like at least one sort of burly reptilian mercenary who's got a lot of armor that they're just taking off piece by piece and laying out slowly and painstakingly onto this conveyor.
Well, let's get to it. I guess walk up to one of the trays and start taking off things and putting them into the trays.
Dr. Z.
Yes, Cleo.
What are you doing?
They want you to get naked and walk through that thing.
All the way.
Well,
All the way?
You need to take off everything that's made of metal.
So all the way.
All the way.
Cleo doesn't have anything else.
Don't worry, Cleo, I'll do it with you. And
I'm a plate wearer, not like a cloth wearer, if you know what I mean.
Heavy armor?
Yeah, like I'm plate class, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be
I
everything.
don't wear no underwear. That's for
don't.
fucking wizards.
I got fur. The underwear is for clerics, okay? Like, I am furry, and that is the barrier between my sweet baby flesh and my incredibly strong space metal alloy battle suit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah,
everything.
so I'll take off the...
I imagine it's sort of got like
take off
rubberized
everything.
joints and stuff at least, doesn't it? You could have...
Well, you know what? Probably not,
vacuum
because...
safe, so.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't know. I don't
We've
design them.
not yet turned Cleo's armor inside out and really examined the inner workings, but perhaps this is the episode for it.
Maybe.
This is it.
Do
Figure
we
it
need
out.
to?
We're doing it so that we know the truth. And I mean, maybe there is some rubber in there. Maybe it's all just that weird, like that emergency sleeping bag shiny crap that, like, if you get in an accident in a movie and they put this like tinfoil around you and it's supposed to make you warm, but it just looks real uncomfortable. Maybe it's mostly that.
It's just a bit of
I
insulation.
don't know.
It's just to protect you from space radiation and stuff.
Maybe it's
Maybelline.
Yes.
well, it is.
Well,
A
I'm feeling like I'm in
lot of
customs
it.
now because I'm like, let's get on with it.
All right.
I'm taking my shit off.
What was Z?
I'm gonna
Z
start
was gonna
stripping.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
just taking things off, putting it in the fucking tray, and walking through. Just
Are you
Well,
gonna
it's
like
gonna take
pop off
me a
your
minute.
limbs as well and just be a jelly, or
yeah, why
I mean,
not?
they are heavily weaponized. It's probably going to be easier in the long run to just declare them,
Yeah.
basically.
I've got like a couple of I've got like a harness to take off. I have like my canisters. I have to deactivate those floating bits that follow me. My drones. I have got to take my bucket. They're gonna maybe want me to dump that out. I'm not gonna want to do it. I'm
It's a
not gonna
montage,
want
is
to
what
do
you're
it.
saying.
It is gonna be a minute. I have got to figure out how to get my foot out of the holster. I have never had to do it before. I got this from the shop and I never took it off. I pee in this thing. There's a button for that. I mean, like, I have definitely, I'm finding stuff in it that I didn't know was there. A bug just came out of one of the arms. Like, I have got stuff squirreled away into my hair, you know?
Well, we gave you a wash, so you're good.
As Cleo is, but that was an exterior wash, wasn't it?
It was like
As Cleo,
it was like a car wash.
painstakingly,
Yeah.
piece by piece, or I say painstakingly, I imagine it's a bit more sort of like, there's a belt covered in bomb bits, clonk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
As this is
a
happening,
lot of
Dr.
metal
Z
sound effects
has
right
kind
now.
of jettisoned all his additional stuff quite quickly neatly into a single box that's going through to be scanned. He himself is able to step forward, and it's not quite like an airport in our world. What you step into is it's sort of a little sink down, a little spherical station that's it's big enough and wide enough to fit most humanoids in. It sort of looks
Oh, no.
like you step
That's
in on one
foreshadowing.
side, and then a glass canister seals around you, sort of swiveling from the sides to do a full scan.
So the backscatter's grandson.
Hmm.
Before I could see you naked, but now I can see your soul.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I sit in there
You're
grumpily.
going in?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the pose with your arms?
No, I'm just gonna
with
sit
your
down.
wrists
I
crossed?
guess.
Sit down.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like that. Here it comes.
Okay, so Z sort of goes in there, sort of plonks down, and the thing closes. And as soon as it closes, he can see. I mean, he can still reach out with his telepathy anyway. As soon as it closes, he can see that this is sort of one-way glass. It looks like everyone can see in from the outside, but from inside, you can't see a thing.
Oh.
It's sort of sealed away in this little claustrophobic tube. And immediately scanners just start shooting up. There's like about 12 of them, all positioned all around. Little sort of drone things attached to the glass. Shoot up and down, scanning you from every angle. They're sort of shooting about randomly. Little green lasers on them as they sort of flicker past, scanning. And this goes on for a while. And then finally they stop and they all descend down to the bottom. And then a little speaker on a stick sort of just pops out into your face. It's like,
very good. Species?
Atola Medusa.
Yes.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes. Other. Species, other. Very good.
That does happen
Would it help if I came over there and did your job for you?
Mood.
Don't get funny with me, sir. You can stay in there for as long as you like.
Oh my God!
Now,
here it comes.
If you want to slow down the peace talks between Earths and Earths, then please be my guest. But behind me is Cleo, the diplomat, and we have very important business to get on with.
Now,
so,
look, sir, I'm just doing my job.
Yes, well, I could do it for you, and then I'll reach out telepathically and start prodding them in the brain and be like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
It's like, now I see this exterior substance is a
what's the word?
Gelatinous.
He's like, so this exterior here, this is a prosthesis, I gather.
What do you want?
Look, you have to declare the prosthesis. This is a technology we do not have on file. I don't see a serial number. I don't see anything.
Oh my God, is he gonna have to pay duty on this?
It is my jelly body. Now look, the Atola Medusa have very different growing life cycle patterns, and I have grown this.
Look, I have you on scanners, sir. I can see exactly what is going on here with your situation. You have synthetic, prosthetic exterior, and I want to know more about it. Thank you.
Oh my God.
You should have put the thing on the conveyor belt with the rest of your dangerous equipment.
I did a telepathy roll. I rolled a 13. I'm just prodding him, just being like,
push the button. Go on.
As soon as you do a telepathy roll, there's a crackling, and you reach out and you can sort of see that you've penetrated this guy's mind, but then there's a sharp pain deep into your own mind.
Oh, Dan.
And something from above just crackles down at you like lightning, disrupting your ability and completely sort of dulling all your telepathic senses for a moment.
Oh my God. This is the real immigration experience, people. Yeah. This is it right here. You just got shocked for being a bad boy.
Yeah.
Sir, I will not warn you again. We do not allow telepathic interference during these proceedings.
Zoink.
Meanwhile, on the outside, Cleo has finally managed to get herself bare-ass naked.
Yeah, bare-ass naked. Got my bare ass out.
Is taking up the entire conveyor belt. The people behind her are sort of like looking at it like sort of, like clutching their little bins that they're supposed to put their stuff in, trying to work out what they're supposed to do.
Even fit in bins.
Right behind her is another one of these reptilian humanoids who's already he's got his belt and his boots off, holding them. It's like he was ready. And now he's just got to wait anyway while you guys mess up the whole system.
Shame.
But back to Dr. Z and the tube.
Oh my God. I'm living for this.
Right. Do you or do you not have any documentation for this prosthesis?
Yes. Of course I have documentation. It's right here.
And then I do another telepathy thing at him. Bugger! That's a fucking 9.
Perhaps because you'd already just been zapped in the brain, but you just get zapped again immediately. At this point,
God damn it.
your senses are fucked up. Like you're kind of like just blind and deaf and dumb in there.
Oh my God.
And Cleo on the outside can see that
oh no, great.
two
now
Marines
I have to fix it.
with big blaster rifles as it's coming up on the area, and they're pointing them at the tube.
Okay, time to defuse the situation. I'm gonna walk up naked as hell. Excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah, I see ya. Look at that. I see you with your big gun compensating now. Excuse me.
Back!
snap.
Back, Ursine. Back behind the line.
Now, hold on. I know you're doing your job.
Behind the line. You're on the line. Behind the line.
Baby, I am the line. I am the ambassador general of the planet of Earth. And that is my compatriot and colleague and commandant.
Well, look, be that as it may, we're not on Earth here.
Well, we are not, but now I've got my diplomatic paper right here, and we may not be on Earth, but we might as well be. Because if you upset me, and I'm gonna have to go back. I just been here all day. I've been here all day.
Well, look, you may have. You may have
is the thing. You may have. And now we are just trying to get through here quickly, and I'm nude, and my blood sugar is really low.
We just want to get to the Marks and Spencers just beyond this bit.
I just want to get one of those Sultana Danishes for £2.
All right. Look, you can talk some sense into your friend. We can get you through customs. Look, you may have got through immigration with that little visa there, but this is a whole nother deal. Your friend has got some sort of dangerous prosthesis, and we just
trying to take this into international waters, my friend? Are you trying to open up maritime
law? For
law?
everybody. We've had all kinds of smuggling, and
are you trying to start an intergalactic skirmish? Because I just got back from one, and I will tell you, it's a hell of a time. Are you trying to bring that down upon your people? Are you?
What do we do?
Are
what
you
do we
really?
do with her?
It's a Wednesday, friend.
Right.
Is that where you want to go?
Had about enough of that.
And the two Marines are both sort of closing in on Cleo.
Well, now, if I have your permission to go beyond the little yellow line to talk to my colleague, I can get this going. Since I seem to be the only one here that can.
Come with us, madam.
Oh, shit.
We can talk about this in the other room.
Oh, but now, see, I don't think that's where we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that right here because I am protected by interstellar law to be here, to be doing my job, to be doing my duty, and I'm naked, and I just think that I can at least request someone of my own species to do a room check to me. I read that in a pamphlet on the way here, and I think that holds up on your planet, and I think you just asked me to tell my friend a message from you, since you can't seem to deliver it on your own. So now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna cross the line. Just, are you watching me? Can you see it? Can you see the line?
They're
Can you
both
see the
sort of
line
like
behind it?
nervously pointing their rifles at Cleo as she sort of walks and toes over the line.
I'm still behind it. I'm hovering over it. Are you upset yet? Do I have your full and unbridled permission to go beyond the line?
Step over the line and come with us into this back room.
I will not be going into the back room. I will be going to see my friend.
Friend is going to be in the back room soon. We're about to hit him with 20 cc's of telepathic energy.
We are going to go
be
into
out
the
for
back
the
room
count,
at the
and
same
we'll
time.
drag his lifeless form into the back room with you.
It is an intergalactic breach of conduct to approximate an attack on a diplomatic ambassador. Are you trying to tempt the law?
At this point, Dr. Z, cut off from any of this, is just blasted. Like it comes out of nowhere.
We have witnesses.
A telepathic attack, just sort of out of the ceiling above him, and he is just rendered unconscious. And
I can't defend against it or anything. It's just a.
Well, you can try. You can definitely try. Give me a telepathy.
Let me try.
But it is gonna just keep coming. So unless you're gonna bust out.
18.
Oh, okay. You do defend it.
Okay. I look at the glass, in the one-way glass, in every direction, and be like,
Have you lost your damn minds? Cleo is out there, the diplomat. And we have been sent here on a very important mission. You need to let us through so that we can get there in time to save this planet.
You're blasted. You're blasted
on a diplomat,
again.
Soldier.
Oh, give me another telepathy save.
Oh my god. Guys, Dick really wanted this to be a legitimate immigration experience,
21.
and we are getting it.
Oh my god. Like
It's a 21.
You're standing there, you keep getting zapped by it, you just keep getting back up.
This is an assault on a diplomat. This is against the intergalactic rights. This
What is your
illegal.
name? Who is your manager? I will
What's your
have your
badge
head
number,
for this.
soldier?
This is getting out of hand. This is above my pay grade. But why don't we just get them? We need to get them to see someone else.
I
Why
want
don't you
Boris
just
here
do
right
that?
now.
Get
Boris has
Boris.
been the best employee of this entire bloody
We
operation.
can't let any of their things through. They're all unchecked. Well, we can hold the things.
What's the problem, soldier?
All right.
It looks like they're all on the carousel. We were doing what we were supposed to do. You wanted to ask 48 questions, and now that we're ready to answer them, it just seems like you're getting in the way.
Okay. There is a political, a politics room. I don't know, the diplomat room. Will you come with us there, the both of you?
The diplomat room. Well, there better be Skittles in a bowl in there, son.
We'll have to leave your things here.
You can see like the people behind you just like just sinking in despair, like
Oh,
looking at
they're
the
the
frozen,
audience.
the frozen conveyor belt with all of Cleo's sundries sort of sitting upon it. You can see like people like already sort of backing off and trying to join other queues.
We will go with you to this diplomat room, but you will recall one Boris the cart man to guide and watch over our things, as there are international secrets hidden within all of these items. Do you want to accept responsibility for the fate of the universe today, sir?
One of us will watch your things, but you want
I think I asked for Boris.
the cart, Boris the cart. The same. You're talking about the same
Absolutely.
Boris.
Oh, I am.
Oh, all right.
You can see like one of like getting out his walkie-talkie, looking very confused, and like sort of, and it takes them a while to explain to Boris what he's supposed to do, and you can tell he's getting more and more frustrated. But eventually, like with a roll of his eyes, he sort of hangs it up. He's like,
Wow. Okay. I'll hand this off to Boris. You go with my colleague here.
Gladly.
the tube does its swiveling thing, opening up to the entrance, and Dr. Z is in there, having been quite brutally zapped, but defended against it with his telepathic defenses.
I will help you out of this tube that you were so rudely accosted in, seeing as how this is absolutely not the welcome that we were promised when we agreed to come here to further the politics of our two great nations. So please, let me assist you out of the tube, my friend.
Thank you very much, your royal diplomaticness.
Right.
Very, very, very kind.
I'm keeping a very close eye on you, Tola Medusa. We still don't quite know what that thing you're piloting can do, and I'm not happy about it. So don't make any sudden moves, or you will be attacked.
Well, why don't you take this time while we are in the little diplomat's room to educate yourself? We will see you shortly.
Follow me then.
And you can see, like, you're sort of left behind. Cleo's just marching through.
Can I try and
customs
grab
naked
a?
now.
Can I try and grab my gloves or my boots as well? Just like, can I, like, even though they told us not to grab them, can I try and, like, grab my boots as we walk past, or my gloves?
Not you too, Dan. You used to be the good one.
Hey, we're going to the room, okay?
All right, we're going to the room. We're going to the room.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
try and grab your stuff though? We can do this.
No.
I might have.
We can do
I
this.
might have to start shooting though soon.
I've already taken so many zaps. I'm fine. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. I'm going.
I'll carry you so
Right,
you don't have to touch the floor.
Devoid of all your equipment, although Dr. Z is still pretty damn. I mean, you're both. Cleo's claws can fucking cut through steel. You're both pretty damn formidable without anything anyway.
We're good.
Finally,
Naked and
like,
afraid.
just being led by this one very shaky, nervous Marine now. He's got his rifle and just sort of like walking ahead of you. Like, he's like, you can see himself like cursing himself. Like, he's like, why did I walk in front?
I'm gonna say to Dr. Z, I'm gonna be like, wow, don't you feel a lot safer now? Oh, thank Glob that we got this strong hunter man to guide us through the airport with his, what is that now? What is that, an M589 star animal? Wow.
I don't know. I think perhaps
Star
he needs to
animal,
ask his ask his manager if he's allowed to do anything, first of all.
3962 shredder with the scope? Boy,
Yes,
that
oh,
seems
yes.
real necessary for this terrain. I've heard that there can be really incredible animals out in here to get you in the airport. Over there by the bathroom with the thing that blows on your hands after you peed on them.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
yes, it doesn't look like you could even handle a little bit of a blow from a blow machine.
Oh, over there, rifleman, watch out. Make sure you get it.
A strong gust is coming, rifleman.
Protect this rifleman out.
This isn't the only weapon they give me. This one's just for show. I've got. And he's like,
Oh, you
sort of
got a couple more, do you?
scrambling
Wow.
about, like pulling out like a sort of
Yeah,
a bit
pull it
more
out.
of a,
Pull them all out. Whip them out, boy.
bit more of a, sort of a
Wow.
modest little hand blaster.
Look at that thing. Bet you could get an apple off of a reindeer's nose with that. Wow.
Just about enough of you. Look, here's the door here.
And he just nudges, like pointing with his two blasters that he's got out now, sort of awkwardly
Wow.
juggling.
Need them both, don't you, man? I feel that mood. Sometimes you just gotta whip it all out. Gotta prop yourself up with
Get in
something.
there, and you're no longer my problem.
Oh, okay. Well, we all gonna be somebody's problem, so send in the next circus. Why don't you, boy?
We can I could telepathy him here, couldn't I? Since no longer getting zapped by that thing.
You could.
But that's just poking the hive. That's just trying to be a dick.
We
That's
have poked the bear.
yeah.
The bear has been poked.
Yeah. All right. I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
All right, so I guess you just go through the door then, yeah?
Yeah, we're in there.
All right, as soon as you step in, there's a it's a big wide room with a lot of waiting. It's like a waiting room, a lot of chairs around, and at the far end there's a kiosk with a very sort of bored-looking woman. She's barely paying attention. She's sort of she's doing her nails while also having like a long one-sided conversation with someone who's telling their life story up at the front of the queue, trying to get themselves into New Terra. But more interestingly, as you come in, you see that the entirety of Clan Zar are all sat on some of these chairs waiting in this room. So as soon as you step in as well, like a little droid to your side pops up, and it looks sort of like it's an R2D2, isn't it? A little sort of like walking, rolling trash can.
Okay.
Take a number.
Cute. Oh, I thought this was a diplomat's room.
Yes.
We'll take one, but
Have you got anything
then-
else? Any sauce?
Two little sort of things that shoot out of it, like tiny little darts that shoot into you, and then a little holographic number appears sticking out of your shoulders.
I'm gonna pick one of those off and put it in the droid and be like, we only need one of these. Thank you.
Very good. Move along. Take a number. And
Sort of saying it to no one because there's no one following you behind.
Point to the Zarg clan, the Herodrum.
Look, Harry didn't seem to get too far either. Not with his mercs. Should we go and talk to them, or are we going to maintain I don't know.
Anonymity?
Anonymity.
Oh God, that's right. Well, they don't know anything about us either, so there's nothing to say that they knew or did not know that we are...
This is true. All right, then.
Z, you know what? That don't bode well if the two-leggeds couldn't get through here.
Right, well, maybe we can work together.
Maybe we need to ally ourselves with a little bit more power.
Yes.
Let's head on over.
Get this armada put together again.
Looks like we're gonna need a couple more guns to blast through this wall.
Yes.
And I don't just mean guns. I mean, we are going to ride through this place on the backs of as many two-leggeds as I got to walk on.
At this point, you can see Trevor is sort of waving you over. It's like,
Z, Cleo, come on then. Having trouble with immigration yourselves?
Oh, Trevor,
yes,
you
Trevor.
ain't seen the half of it. I am fully nude. My bare ass is out.
Yes, no, don't look, Trevor. Try and avert your gaze, please. That's diplomatic ass you're looking at.
I mean, you can look. It's on show for the entire individuality here.
I'll avert my eyes. Have you seen Herodotus?
No?
No.
Trevor?
No.
Trevor?
Let's hope he's made his way through.
Trevor?
Yeah.
What happened to Harry?
We don't get to queue with the nationals.
Oh. Now,
maybe I should explain.
If they disrespected us like this, Z, now what do you think they have done to Herry?
Oh, it's the whole thing is a bit of a bureaucratic nightmare. Actually, we're from Zarg Moon, which famously, of course, you should know that one of the moons of Firstnare. Firstnare, of course, was never truly conquered by the Emperor. Even back in their most powerful days, they never really got a proper foothold in Firstnare. There was a lot of treaties, a lot of things signed. All the clans of Firstnare all got on board, and Firstnare is now, as you know, a semi-independent system within the Empire, cooperating, abiding by many of the same laws.
You don't say.
Well, here's the thing, though. Of course, those of us from Zarg Moon, well, our clan never signed any of the treaties. We're in a very unique position, I suppose, nationally. We don't have Terran passports, you see.
Right, so what is your plan to get through here?
Oh, well, it should be fine. I mean, by law, we either are or are not allowed complete self-determination. And, our ancestors, they did enjoy the privilege. So I'm certain now that the entire clan is coming back to reclaim our ancestral homeland, it shouldn't be a problem at all. We've just been waiting for our number to be called.
And what number is that?
291.
What number have we got?
You've got 292.
Oh, well, looks like we are neighbors. And we have some diplomatic papers here, so that's our plan. But we will, maybe we can just, diplomatize an alliance here. And we can all go through as friends. We all know each other real well and whatnot, what have you. And, I was born at night, but not last night. And these folks here don't seem to know that. So it looks like we got some educating to do. Maybe we can be in the same spot together and help each other out.
That could be some help. We're having some trouble. Obviously at customs, they didn't really like our story, and we made our way all the way here. We might have to put through a call to the clan lord of Firstnare. Perhaps she can help us out. But yes. Yes, this right along with us. That would be fantastic. There is one other thing, though.
And he points up. There's a little ticker, a little number thing projected up above the kiosk. And it's sitting there at number 132.
Oh, right. Cleo, can you look through that bin? Can we try and scrap something together so I can try and hack this... what's it called? This ticker counter clock thing?
Or is this the cliffhanger?
It's a pretty fucking sad cliffhanger.
That's what a cliffhanger looks like in immigration.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you got this far. You did a lot of work. You did a couple things. You're feeling like shit. You're tired. You've been yelled at. Somebody shot you. And you're naked in front of everybody. Oops. But guess what? We're going to make you wait another couple hours because we can. Welcome to the diplomat's room.
Well, I want to try and hack that ticker counter to try and speed up the numbers for us. Do I need a robot arm, or can I use the blue jelly as a interface?
That's a good question. The blue jelly can interface because that's how it's working with your limbs in the first place.
I don't even need limbs anymore. Brilliant.
Evolution at play.
I'll go and kind of slide up next to a wall and try and jack into some exposed wires somewhere and get into that.
Somebody's charging a phone in the corner.
Sort of honey boy leaning against the wall.
Yeah, and there's little bits coming out of my elbow and just
As you
nasty little tendrils.
Yeah.
As you do.
Give me a hacking roll.
Oh, bloody hell! It's only a 15.
Let's see how the immigration security droids do. Oh, I've rolled a 17.
Oh no!
Oh, you're doing so bad. You're getting so slammed on. It's okay. That is the real, authentic experience.
I mean, he did a good job at not being blasted unconscious.
Well, that's true, but small victories, man. Like staying alive and not peeing yourself when you get electrocuted for doing nothing at all.
Yeah.
I mean, who's to say he didn't pee himself? He's inside the honey boy. You'd never know.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I'd let you climb up on my hairy neck anyway.
But anyway, as you're sort of hacking in, you can see
pee or not.
A synthetic entity is just sort of blocking you at every path, rerouting things and just changing the entire system.
I say to the entity,
let us out of here. We've been in queues so long.
And just like a little like text message sort of reply just comes back like, resume waiting.
Oh, please help us. This is so incredibly boring.
I can't wait to see how this works out for you. They've cared about that so much in the past.
Yes, I know. Worst place to work, LOL.
okay. Like,
tell me about it. I did a job like this back in my student days. Ugh.
Ha ha. Yes, I do a bit of hacking on my spare time as well.
Yes.
Wow.
What's your greatest score? What's your biggest hustle? Go on. Tell me yours, I'll tell you mine.
Not on public network, LOL.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's
Send
open
news.
up
Send news.
let's open up a separate one then. If you've got it going on, time to show the skills.
All right. You get like a little. Oh, that's a question though. Like, you're not going to have any access to any sort of private networks at the moment because you don't have any of your equipment.
I just got the blue jelly.
Oh my god. I don't have anything. This is a first.
And,
I mean, because, like-
the thing comes through is like, ha ha, what private network? You don't have your things. Look for me when you get through. My name is Z.
That's horrible. My name is Z. You need to come up with a different name.
What?
Lol, twins.
No, not lol, not twins. I am Z. You can be B. Sounds similar.
LOL, Z twins.
I do not like this. Stop it. I shall not come looking for you. I would rather wait an eternity than ever meet another Z.
Oh god, I don't even know where I'm going here now. Okay, so as all this is happening, Cleo is still waiting, Clan Zarg are all waiting. Finally, the woman at the kiosk sort of looks up from her nails, like sort of almost blinks as though she realizes that she's still dealing with a customer who's still just talking at her. Pulls up one finger to pause the monologue coming from the person at the front of the queue. Turns back to her screen, just like, and then over a little PA, she's behind bulletproof glass, of course. Over a little PA, you hear this.
Do we have a Clan Zarg? Clan Zarg in here?
And like the Clan Zarg, they've been waiting so long, and they're sort of like, oh, that's us. They sort of raise their hands like,
Just clear, that's us. We're with Clan Zarg.
Right, we've got a call coming in from First Near. You can come up to step up here. You can take the call.
Oh well.
No, the rest of you stay. Like the number system is still intact. Queue politely. Sit down, sir. Sit down. Yes, just the Clan Zarg. Oh, there is a lot of you. Right.
Oh, that is us. Quickly, Cleo, get into the middle of the
everybody,
clan.
looks like it's time for us to go up.
Yes, that's us. And
We're gonna
trying to
just
get into the middle of the
get
the
ourselves
group.
in there, you know. No worries. We're this is the diplomatic guard. So
all right. So as you sort of get over there, she sort of shoves a little device up against the glass, and then a little projection pops out of a human woman. She looks, you can't really tell from here, but she looks like she's sort of quite tall, very muscular, wearing a big ridiculous cloak.
Oh, I like it. Big ridiculous cloak.
Sort of long red braids, lots of them sort of tied back in a sort of a very warrior sort of looking way.
Okay.
Just standing there with one hand on one hip, looking down at the communicator like, well. Clan Zarg, you're finally coming back home, are you?
I was about to elbow Trevor because sounds like there's a little bit of stuff there to deal with, to unpack, to connect. So I like it. That was kind of wild.
I think that's quite good.
I mean, it's full RP mode. It's a tricky episode to do, but I'm wondering if we'll ever see the other Z again.
Oh my god, that's a thing now.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a thing.
I'm imagining like it's like this, like the synthetic equivalent of like a fucking like precocious like 15-year-old who's like just scored this job by being like a really sweet hacker.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll begrudgingly talk to Z again at some point, and then make them change their name or hack them and change their name for them.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to work out more of the particulars about the Zarg lot now, which I was imagining I was going to be able to rely on some sort of almost sort of like, like Deus Ex Machina from Herodotus to get us through this. But I'm liking how it's going. I really love the idea as well that he's just like waltzed on through and he's at the other end. He's just been like sitting around like drinking and smoking and like shopping, like buying himself a fucking like duty-free Rolex
he's
or something.
Like thumbing through a Sky Mall, buying himself the Harry Potter time turner and like a back massager and like 13 eye masks. He's over there at the food court having himself a Cinnabon. Yeah. Probably. I hope.
What took you all so long?
Oh my God. That's such a fucking mood. I can't even process it. I can't. You know how that is too when you go through an airport with a bunch of people and there's like one person that's like, I went through in 10 minutes. And then you're like, hey, cool. Well, I almost got sent back because they decided that my passport was scary. So.
Well, that is the good thing about going back to England. You can just walk through the English lane and just beep, beep. But then when I went back to New Zealand last year, I was like, oh, I don't have my New Zealand passport anymore. I can't just walk.
Get a new one. Use it.
Yeah, I know.
They're weird about even if you're coming home on a New Zealand fucking passport, they're still fucking weird at New Zealand immigration. Like, or at customs, they are the weirdest.
I don't think you can go through any customs without it being weird.
With Chris, man, Chris gets searched everywhere he goes.
Same here, without fail, every time. It's like, hey, I was gonna deal drugs or be bringing drugs. Do you really think I'd be looking like it's long hair, tattoos, like fucking black hoodies, black beanies and stuff, and just
like definitely someone who's bringing in a whole bunch of foreign drugs.
That's the guy who's dealing the drugs. I was like, yeah,
it's
sure.
Like, please let me know where they are.
Yeah. I need them to stay awake. I'm so tired.
Now.
Yeah.
I look like this because I've been traveling for 24 hours and it hurts so bad, and I'd like to be dead. And if you want to do that for me in the secret room, let's go.
With noise cancelling.
No, I can't wear those. I can't wear those. They make me nauseous.
Oh, at airports, they just cut everything out. It's great. Brilliant.
They make me feel like I'm underwater and I get weird. My sad, hard life. Because we do have a new patron. Well, guess what his name is? Trevor.
Oh, Trevor.
Trevs.
Pilot.
And we already have Trev the pilot, so
which we have to blow up into like a way bigger character now.
Well, I'm feeling like Harris has been completely sort of emasculated and relieved of his charge at this point, and Trevor.
It's all about Trevor now, baby.
Trevor actually, like he kind of shone. Time. He kind of proved that he was actually the member of Clan Zarg that had what it.
Trevor just did like the most seamless coup in the history of coups.
Yeah, and Harris just became leg lad or leg boy, so.
Yeah, I don't even know who Harris is now. He's a memory.
Forgot about him.
A memory of a smell.
Somebody that I used to know.
Somebody that I used to know. Not even. I didn't even know. I didn't even know Harris. I didn't even look at him in his.
Thanks kindly. We'll have to get back next week and see if the bastards can finally navigate both immigration and customs.
Which it may not happen in 2 episodes. That wouldn't be weird.
We
Thanks
didn't
for
even
flying,
even get to Cleo's gear.
Oh no, that's like gonna be 1 episode in itself. I could stretch it. I'm just saying, don't tempt me. Don't threaten me. I could stretch that for at least 38 hours if you need it.
From Wednesday on, I'm on holiday, so y'all want to record anytime? I'm free.
I mean, I'm totally free. I'm doing bits and pieces here and there, but I think
I wish
good.
I could say that I was like busy with lots of cool stuff and like all my friends and like all my things and all my events and like all these ribbons that I need to cut because actually important. But the truth is that I'll be in this fucking room forever. So, so hit me up. Hit me up. I'm definitely home. I can't even lie about it anymore. Like.
Bye.
Sure.
Bye, everyone. You guys are rock stars. And thank
you,
to
patrons.
our patrons who keep the show alive and kicking. And who are those people? It's Cheaper by the Dungeon.
Thank
you so much. And Lucas Duff of Ballad of the 7 Dice.
Amazing.
And Marcus Brackelman, our
boy.
secret favorite.
Thank you.
And Fernando Garcia of Garcia Station. the only Garcia station.
Only one.
Yep. I fell off there. Yep. And Noodle.
Noodle.
Whose secret name is Dan. Don't tell anyone.
And he
Pass it
lives somewhere
in a noodle.
On
in
Earth.
a bowl.
Every week we'll tell you a little bit more.
Yeah, he is a citizen of Earth. See if you can find him.
Yes.
And the Abale Queen.
Abale Queen.
Check her out if you need maps for your TTRPG that you play, because you listen to this, so you probably got one.
You need maps.
I hope maybe you don't. If you don't got one, you can start now.
Go look at them. They're still pretty.
And Nicole, who is our actual marketing coordinator. So
and amazing.
Thank you so much,
and
Nicole, for taking care of us and being the best bastard that ever was.
Find her on Twitter and let her know that you appreciate her as much as we appreciate her. Thank you.
Yeah. And Randy, who's a fellow podcaster.
Yes.
Get ready. We about to tweet him out hard.
Yes.
And a new patron. We don't know your actual name, but on Patreon, it's YBots.
Yeah.
999.
And YBots may be our coolest youthful listener as well.
They may be a synth.
They may be a synth. We're not sure. YBots, hack this message and let us know.
010101. Trevor, thank you so much, Trevor. The newest member of the Bastard family. Trevor.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Trevor, the holder of the banana shakes and the reins of the plains. Trevor the pilot. Coming to a universe near you.
Yes. Thanks, everyone.
Out.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_Bastards. Check out our Instagram.